So let's see what is in a store for us this particular time for Aquarians, in this period. I used to do, this is by the way reading from the 23rd of July to 22nd of August. I used to do that, and then I shifted by being misinformed by all the specialists how you have to present your videos, and this thing for easier for search engine optimization to do it from the first. But I have to tell you, I was twisting myself in the knots because I could feel that energy, especially you go toward the end, last 2-3 cards is like, why is it here, right? So I'm back to the things that actually make more sense. We're having a few more cards over here. We're having the Emperor. Whoa, we have the Karma card. Sort of like one card sort of jumped, but it really didn't jump. That's why I didn't take it. It was the Wheel of Fortune. So the second Karma card. Look at this. We have the Hierophant. We have a 9 of Cups, and we have 5 of Pentacles. It almost looks like this big eye that I'm seeing over here. It's really talking about seeing the situation. So it almost looks like these two people are maybe pledging something, right? And she is in this particular deck kind of like telling them, because you can see the judge sort of like sits without a sword. I really think the sword is being kept by this person or held, while this person is holding this. And I don't know what the Reese peanut butter cup is doing here, but I think it's really golden, and I really think that these are a gold prize for inventing it. Absolutely my favorite snack, and I shouldn't be really eating it much, but it is what it is. So the scale in a perfect balance, justice gets served. And I think that both people have something. Somebody's saying, well, I need you to be harsher. And another one is saying, well, you know what, let's kind of like look into it, how we actually both benefit out of it, right? So it is really talking about, and almost like the Emperor, who would be the earthly kind of like judge. So sort of like you will come to your king, and in a similar fashion he will kind of like render this justice. And also we have put it as morality kind of like leader, like the Hierophant. Like you can see the scene of the two basically pupils in this particular case. The theme is repeating that we really need to kind of like think about some balance between what must be done and what is right to do. So what is the law, what you should be doing. So for example, we cannot we can start cutting the grass as early as 8 in the morning. I believe maybe Sunday is a little bit later, not sure, but you know, especially on weekends, let's say Saturday, you let your neighbor sleep a little bit in, and you start it at 9 and 10 if you can, or you do it in the evening. Not my dad. I can do it at 8, and I'm going to do it at 8. So he kind of like makes sure that he's taking everything out minutes before, so he's already creating lots of noise prior to that 8 o'clock. Can you do it? Yeah. Is it a good thing for you to do it? No, because you pissed everybody off in the freaking process, right? So I really think this is telling me that you need to weigh things up, and you have to make your decision, and that your decision has to kind of like take these kind of like things in consideration. Is it legal? Is it right to do it this way? Should I be doing it this way? Who I'm going to piss off in the process? Because doing that is going to come in a way. And keep in mind, this is not a justice, this is not the law. It can kind of like talk about the legal kind of like issues, but this is more or less talking about neutrality and being responsible and kind of like that universal law. And hence, depending on the decision, depending of how you dealt with this choice, have you been stubborn and are we stubborn? Let's not admit it for the public, right? But you know, how we dealt with this is going to be what kind of benefits we will reap. You see, kind of like being a little bit more humble and saying, okay, I'll watch it. I'm not going to push things, kind of like things. And going to benefit greatly. It's going to be huge satisfaction. Look at it, relaxation, and everything is happening. Or nothing will happen. So it's kind of like give an inch, get a mile kind of a process that is happening here. If nothing else from this reading, this is really very important to remember here.